I'm good.
Ah,
I haven't
so
seen
nice.
you in a while.
It's been about 3 or 4 weeks.
Where have you been?
We took a little break, though. You don't know that on television because, well, it's magic.
That's it.
It's television.
So are we.
Absolutely. I know that you don't get paid as much as you should, so I just wanted you to have that.
Oh, thank you.
It's a little gift from Blue Ridge Public Television.
Oh.
Anyway, we'll give you one.
Okay,
well, come
well,
here, Doris.
so much for that.
And I'd also like to give you one.
Yeah, because
there
I
you
don't get anything. I
you
do all this for nothing.
You two can share
Okay,
custody.
I'll give you half.
Share
No, thanks.
custody. Okay. Be nice. Share.
He was an Indian. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves.
Well, have you noticed a new sort of semi-refluffed set?
I know.
Yes,
Aren't
indeed.
we getting
We've had some
high
friends,
tech on us?
had some friends come in, Robert Ferguson and Mr. Dexter Hall, he of electric hair fame,
Know him well.
came in and redid stuff on the set and just sort of updated us a little bit here and there, fluffed it a little bit, made us look.
Unfortunately, we still look the same.
We still look about like we did last time around.
Oh, well, it was worth it.
Well, let's see what we're going to do this week.
I
on
haven't a
Cookin
clue.
Cheap. No, I don't either.
Yeah, whoa. Oh, look.
We even have a new
Oh, come back, honey.
frisky witch. You can tell she's new. She's energized. And look,
It's Minnie Pearl.
Her tag is still hanging.
It's Minnie Pearl. We know her well. Oh. Oh, she throws well, too.
She had a bigger nose than the other one had. Okay, dear cooking guys, I know that all of your recipes come from viewers. And it's very important that you know that because...
we don't want the blame for this.
Well, no, that wasn't what I was going to say. I was going to say, if you want to send us some, we'd love to hear from... We always want
would.
recipes, so don't say that.
Oh, he's such a crab.
But you need to get out of that deep south slump you're in. And come up with some ethnic foods.
Oh.
You know, Chinese, Italian, Mexican, Caribbean, etc. How about doing a show with something besides deep-fried fat products and batter-covered, buttered, smothered, artery-choking fare? That's easy for me to say. Cara Corpulence from Fat Chance, Tennessee. Well, see what we're going to do. Straighten yourself.
So ill.
I know. He gets such a big kick out of the letters, doesn't he? I'm going to do Chinese beets.
I don't know why that's funny.
Even the audience thinks
is
it's
to
funny,
me.
and they don't think anything's funny.
That's right.
Last audience we had over here didn't laugh at all. This group, I love this group. They're laughing, having a good time.
Thank you so much.
Passing around martinis. Oh, I've never seen.
Well, let's go sit with them.
But this is nice. Chinese beets.
I'm doing eggplant lunch Italiano.
Ooh. Mine was sent in by Robert Lamb of Harrisonburg. Robert's got a pretty good run on the show.
He does. And mine was sent in by Mrs. Joseph Barbella. And so she should know. From Havertown, Pennsylvania.
And in a few minutes, we'll have that little chocolate lush herself coming in here.
Oh, baby.
No, that's the name of the thing,
Oh.
Chocolate Lush.
Oh.
Sent in by Tammy Blair of Lynchburg, Virginia, and Doris will be bringing. It looks like it was done in like 3 or 4 steps. This will be very interesting.
It's amazing. We always give the nasty long ones to Doris. Have you noticed?
Well, she's such a sweetheart.
That's true.
We just
She
love
doesn't
her
yell at
so.
us.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, you take a medium eggplant, hence the eggplant part of this recipe, and you peel it. I don't know where Larry went. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'll have to use the paring knife.
This is the way I showed you.
Oh, that's right. Doris showed me how to do this. I asked her why. She says, I've been doing it for 50 years. Well, it does work, Doris. I'm deeply moved. Isn't this exciting, ladies and gentlemen? They're getting huff me on me, Larry.
I don't think I've ever seen it done quite that way. You know, I just take a peeler.
The peeler doesn't work.
A peeler doesn't work?
No.
Well, it works at my house.
That's because you have a decent peeler. We're here at the Cookin Cheap set.
Oh, okay. It's got hide like Doris, he said.
Ooh. There's going to be a ride home tonight that you don't want to believe.
We didn't really say that. I made that up.
Yes, you...
I
I
haven't done anything to you, babe. I've just been standing here.
cut away from yourself always.
Oh, man.
I don't know why. So do you want to do anything, Lara? So how have you been? Tell me.
Oh, I've been pretty good. Well, while you're doing that, my recipe takes every bit of 3.5 minutes, so I'll stretch it as far as I can. What? Oh.
This is for dry.
This is for dry. Well, how am I going to know when I got 1.5? Oh, there it is. Okay. Take 3 cans of 16 ounces worth of beets, and the first thing we're going to do is pour 1.5 cups into there because we're going to mix some other stuff with that. Take the beets themselves, which are sliced beets, and put them in a pan.
Cheap.
And we'll do that till we get 1.5 cups. Now back to...
First you do is you're going to slice these thin.
That'll be about right.
Particularly said thin. We're going to make this is actually turns out into a sandwich. So we'll just cut away here. We don't have to do all this because people are falling asleep on me.
I don't think
including
it
me.
makes much difference one way or the other.
I like eggplant. Do you like eggplant?
I love it.
I do too. It's just ever so good. Oops.
Okay,
graves
I've got
plenty.
3 cans in there now. Boy, that's an awful lot, isn't it?
Put it on towels. I'm supposed to put it on aluminum foil. I forgot it. Too bad.
You know, that's more beets than I eat in 3
Thank you. We've missed you, Andre.
3 years. we have some crew members.
Hi, Larry. Can I borrow your salt and pepper?
Oh, of course.
Thank
It's
you
so nice to have you
much.
sharing my space. Into this, we're going to put a cup of sugar.
Well, it would help if I took the thing off.
This juice, it turns out that the 3 16-ounce cans has slightly more juice than you actually need, but I don't think it's that critical. Anyway, in there goes a cup of sugar. And then we'll put some other stuff in a minute. I'm just
Okay.
going to mix that around for a little bit.
Nice. Okay, now that you have your little slice o eggplants, get 2 deep bowls. Gonna crack 3 eggs in one. Oops, I guess I should take the other 2 out. Hey, look at that, I did it one-handed. Oh, well, I made a big mess of that one.
That one. Oh, well, you tried. It's
Well,
it's
it's the thought that counts.
That's
Yes.
right. It is the thought
Oops.
that counts.
Don't look at anybody. I'm gonna stick my hands in. There we go. Beat those little babies up. Put some salt and pepper and, you're going to love this part of it, Lair.
What's that?
Parmesan cheese.
Ooh, you know I love it.
In the eggs. To taste.
I love it.
I love this stuff.
I do too. And I use copious amounts of it
Do you?
at home. I really do. I sprinkle it on fresh vegetables that have been steamed or
Nothing's
done
better
on
like
the grill.
broccoli.
Oh, yeah, on broccoli.
And add a little salt and pepper to the egg mixture. I guess I should watch your hands because I know you're lethal over here. Little salt, little pepper. Can't have enough pepper in my book, don't you know?
Well, you know, having said that, I believe that it was a week or 2 ago, I saw one of our reruns, and you complained that we had too much pepper in
Well,
one
it
of my
wasn't. No,
dishes.
it was. You had like every pepper.
Oh, you mean peppers?
Peppery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was like 500 gallons
I
of
stand
that stuff.
confused.
Well, stand
I
by
thought you were going to throw that away.
I did too for a second. Take some Italian-style breaded crumbs, throw them in the bottom here, and you know what we're going to do, don't you?
You're going to dredge them, aren't you? You're gonna
Oh, yeah. And then heat up some olive oil.
Uh-huh.
Popeye's girlfriend, you know. 1/4 cup or so. Boop. And there you go. And you're going to dip this first in the egg, then into the breadcrumbs, and fry these little babies, which will pretty much be what I'll be doing for the next 3 weeks.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, see? Oh, they love us out here.
I could tell. They're just sort of giggling hysterically.
Oh,
Okay. Now, well, here's what we got to do. I'm starting to heat up the beets on top of the stove. That's an awful lot of beets. You know, I don't mind beets. They're not one of my favorite things in the world, but I will eat them. Cup of vinegar goes into this little concoction. We've already put a cup of sugar in there. Isn't it pretty? It's got a lovely color to it. It really is. Cup of vinegar. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch go in there. 1, 2. It's just kind of sitting there glumpy on the top.
ooh,
Sort of work that in there if you can too. A whisk is nice at this point because it sort of broadcasts it throughout the entire thing.
Does what?
20 broadcasts it. 24 whole cloves. And because this is a short recipe, I'm going to count the cloves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
20.
20, that's pretty close. All right. You got to stick that in there. I'll put that in there too. Oh, good. These things are starting to heat up. Oh, Doug, those look beautiful.
Aren't those lovely? The greatest of loveliness. They tell you to put them on a platter.
Yeah.
Why? I have no idea. Why you can't throw them right into the old
Well, that does seem
frying
strange,
pan,
doesn't it?
but
What do you
hey,
suppose
who
the
am
reason
I?
for that?
You know, Mrs.
If you let them sit for a little while, sometimes the batter stays on better.
She
Oh.
says the batter stays on better if you let them sit for a while sometimes.
There it is. I guess she told me.
And I can see that you're doing what Laban used to teach us to do when you're dredging things. Always use one hand only.
Because
Keep
otherwise...
the other one free in case the phone rings.
Right.
3 tablespoons of ketchup. Boy, isn't this strange. This recipe just gets weirder by the minute.
May I ask what's Chinesey about ketchup?
3 tablespoons of... Well, I don't know. What do I do with my tablespoon? Well, it's close enough. 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a mess. And 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. Isn't that strange? Wonder why. 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. 1, 2, 3. What do you suppose the oil does?
When it gets cold, it'll be like a salad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And, strangely enough, a dash of salt. That's a dash. And listen to this. A teaspoon of vanilla. Ew. Ooh.
Okay,
Teaspoon of
well,
vanilla. Boy, those Chinese sure
They
know how to, well,
they
anyway.
sure. Oh, we're gonna get letters now.
No. Pearl Fu, all right. Big deal. Pearl's an old friend of mine. Yeah, I've seen her millions of times. Enough about her. Okay, what goes in here? No,
Okay.
Pearl's a sweetie pie. She's my pal.
Not
like her.
anymore.
Well, not anymore, but, you know, she was a good friend for a long time, though, and for that I'm grateful. Okay, now we're going to cook this stuff a little bit until I guess it thickens, right? So I'm going to turn it all the way up on maximum superheat. And I sure hope you have something to do at this point,
I
because
am. Guess
that's
what
the
I'm
end
going
of
to
my recipe.
I'm about to fry.
What?
So just take these,
Well, this is
stick them
TV,
in,
Doris.
and we're going to just fry them about 1 minute
You think?
on each side until they become a golden brown.
By the way, Doris has corrected me. This is supposed to
There's
be
a
on
switch.
medium heat for 3 minutes. She's very severe, very strict about this.
Oh, really?
And you know what I told her?
Get off my back.
It's television.
Get over it. Oh, well, that's she's thinking of us.
And
anyway.
how do we know we don't want to eat it burned, Doris? Have we ever eaten it burned before?
Well, you never know. There's always a first for us.
We'll give it a try, but I am going to heat it fast because I don't have 20 minutes to get it up there. Okay, go ahead.
Look,
It's all yours from
it's
now to the
El
end.
Frio.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Isn't that lovely?
It really is.
They just say about a
Now,
minute
how
on
long?
each
A minute
side.
on each side. And
Minute
then
on
you're
each
going to do other things.
We're
to it.
going to assemble,
Oh.
which is always dangerous, you know, for us to assemble.
Well, while you're waiting for that, why don't we read our recipes? What you got something? Doris,
I was just going to give him a clean platter.
do you want a clean platter to put this
Oh,
on
thank
once
you.
you take them off? Clean platters are so important.
Let me- Yes, Doris.
Yeah, Doris is trying to get us through this thing. Oh, me. Well, I'm just waiting for the stuff. Let me give you the recipe for the Chinese beets while we have a little time here while you're waiting for that to fry. Chinese beets, 3 cans, 16 ounces each of sliced beets, a cup of sugar, a cup of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 24 whole cloves. Make sure you count them carefully. 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 3 tablespoons of cooking oil, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a dash of salt. Very interesting recipe. And just mix that all up on top of the stove and let it go for 3 minutes. Cook it on medium for 3 minutes. You got to thicken it because
You
you
chill
got
that,
that.
baby?
Huh?
Do you chill it?
And then you chill it.
It becomes a beet salad.
And then it becomes a beet salad type
Ooh,
thing.
I know somebody who would love
Oh, yes, indeed. You want to give your recipe?
that. Not really.
Well-
1 medium eggplant, 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 cup Italian breadcrumbs, 3 eggs, Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper to taste, provolone cheese slices, lettuce leaves, sliced tomatoes, mayonnaise, and Italian white bread. And I'll show you how to assemble these. tasty little treats that we're going to have in just a secondo. Yummy. Are these pretty?
Oh, they are. They're doing just perfectly. Very nice, Doug.
Thank you.
Very lovely.
See, I'm learning here. Not much.
You got a
but I'm
couple
learning.
more to fry before you want to do this? Or? Oh,
I nearly sent them
It's
to eggplant heaven.
hanging off the edge. That's so sad.
Like the rest of us. Oh, yummo, yummo, yummo.
Yeah, still have it on high.
Mrs. Barbarella suggests that you make a light green salad, which I don't know means color or what.
What is a light green salad, Doris? Do you know what a light green salad is?
It's when you put light salad dressing on it.
Oh, well, she didn't say that part of it. She said put Italian dressing on it.
Could you put
You can get Italian
And
dressing
black
that's
olives
light.
on the side.
black olives on the side?
Not of the salad, of the sandwich.
Oh, okay.
So you
Doris is here.
Hi, Doris.
Welcome, Doris. Well, this certainly
my
is.
turn?
Oh, it's certainly pretty. Look at that.
Looks
How
like
did
a
you get that
chocolate.
little scalloped look on your icing
Just
there?
with the end of a spoon.
Oh, it looks like a picture of art. It looks like some sort of photograph that you could put on the wall.
Never liked
You make
art.
it the day before. It looks like the chocolate coloring is coming through, but I guess that's all right.
It is sort of seeping through a
Yeah.
little around the edges. We'll have to
She's-
give you a couple of demerits for that.
Okay. Well, this is sent in by Tammy Blair, and Tammy's a friend of mine, and well, I know her and her mother, but she sent these in, and it takes a little while, but it's a real simple thing to make. The step one is you take 1 cup of flour, half cup of fine chopped pecans, 1 stick of melted margarine, 1 tablespoon of sugar, of 10x confectionery sugar. And I put mine in a food processor, and it went up it did real fast. You put in a 9 by 13 pan, bake for 350 for 15 minutes, let cool. Then you take 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese softened, 1 cup Cool Whip, 1 cup 10x flour, and you mix that all together and spread it over your crust. Then you take 3 small boxes of instant Jell-O pudding, chocolate, lemon, or butterscotch, 4½ cups of milk, mix that together and put it on top. And then you put the rest of the whipped cream, because you're supposed to have bought a 9-ounce size, and I couldn't find 9 ounce. I don't know how this stuff comes, so I bought one that's a little bit bigger, and this is another one of these things that I'm not too sure how you get it out of the pan. But
Just pry it out of there.
really, it sounded good.
Uh-oh, it's not coming.
It's not good.
It's permanently stuck in there.
Well,
We're going to have to go get some more tools.
really. It's,
I've never seen this happen to Doris.
oh, yes, the last time I had to make something
enjoying
similar.
this very much.
There we go.
She got it out. It took a little while, and a
There,
little bit
see,
of
look,
patience.
and it's even square.
Oh, look at that. It's beautiful.
So,
And look at it looks from the side.
yeah, look,
Oh.
messed up.
Well, perhaps we don't want to see what it looks like from. Ah.
Well, I don't know if you can see, Andre can see on the inside, but it's layered, and that sounds
Andre
really
can't-
good. Andre can't see
can't
anything.
see. Okay. Andre's a nice guy.
Okay.
But anyway. Well, that's beautiful. How long did it take you to make this?
It didn't take hardly any time at all. The only thing is waiting for it to cool. I mean, instant, the cream cheese, you know, like I say, if you use your food process, it goes really fast.
Okay, thank you, Doris. Always nice to have Doris come by. Now, what are you doing over here now,
Okay,
Mr.
now
Doug?
we are starting to assemble these sandwiches. You take 2 pieces of white Italian bread. I got light because I know how sensitive you are about your weight. And there's a certain... He hates it when I do that. Of course,
terrible to me.
he bugs me about my age, so it's the only thing I have growing, holding on to, with the slight exception of his hair color. And which we shan't even go into. Now, there's a certain order to put this in. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we get rid of that. You take 2 pieces of your eggplant. Ooh, I'm telling you.
Oh, now I think this is going to be wonderful.
Then you
But isn't this something you have breading, and then you put it between 2 pieces of bread? Isn't that interesting?
well,
Of
talk
course,
to Mrs. Barbarella
it's a
about that.
sandwich, but
A slice
ooh,
of provolone.
provolone.
Yumma oh bunnies. Tomato.
Look at this.
Is this good?
I think this is a beautiful presentation.
And a lovely leaf of lettuce. And they say this is a tradition in the Barbarella home.
Is that so?
This is one of their favorite sandwiches, which I can certainly understand because it is so yummy and probably semi-good for you, too. You know, it's a vegetarian type of thing. And we'll slice those babies up.
This is supposed to be
there.
served cold, and I was gone all weekend, so you're going to have to eat it hot.
Well, I quit.
Well, at least you get some idea of the flavor.
Oh.
So anyway, we're going to cut that off.
There you go. Aren't these pretty? Yes, they are.
Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous.
Yum, yum, yum.
Absolutely gorgeous.
The store's bringing
I
over
was
her
supposed to
stuff?
get this into the refrigerator 20 minutes ago, and I didn't. So anyway. Well, it's a pretty meal.
It's a nice, very colorful.
Complete with...
I'm sorry, I swiped your knife. I hope you don't need it.
That's all right. It's a pretty meal,
We can
complete
share.
with sandwich and side dish
And salad and dessert.
and dessert. And you just can't do any better than that. I would assume that after this stuff sits in the fridge all night, it takes on some sort of flavor other than a beet.
Well, here's the deal.
It tastes
It tastes like a beet, yeah.
No.
But I'm sure it's good. It has all those
Well,
good.
it has to thicken and cool.
Yeah, well, don't we all?
I'm going to try this.
too.
Look at this.
This
Is
stuff
that
looks
pretty?
so good?
Hello, folks at home. It's a talking sandwich.
I can see why it's a favorite. Ooh, that's good. That is good.
It really is. You know what I thought you were going to tell me? I thought you were going to tell me that you had to stick it back in the oven under the broiler and do
Melt the cheese and all that. No, it's supposed to cool the eggplant. It's
Really?
It's supposed to be cold.
I sure could use some water. These beets have about worn me out.
Let's try the lush.
You know, I haven't had beets in years. They're not so bad. Yeah, let's try this thing.
Doris, I feel like I'm back at the chocolate thing.
Oh,
Very good.
that is wonderful.
Yep.
That really
That
is.
is good.
But you know, the old, oh, thank you, Doris. Doris has come over to give us some
Thank you. I love this.
some water. Don't these look good? Don't you all think these look good? Okay, they're not in
They're
here.
going,
We
yeah,
have an
whatever.
audience today. Oh, you must be kidding.
What?
You have a terrible piece of food.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lodged up on. I have just been handed this.
It was probably a mole.
I have just been handed an important notice.
Yes.
We have 2 minutes to fill. Doris, get over here. Doris claims that she
never gets
has
airtime.
enough airtime. So
Well.
Doris,
Here,
why don't
honey.
you sit down and try this sandwich
Can I try?
and tell us what you think while I
Well,
hover
I'll tell
nearby.
you, being an Italian, I'll probably like it.
Uh-oh. I could be in trouble.
I'm not being fresh with Doris. She's using my microphone.
Oh.
Well, don't eat the mic. She was nibbling on my microphone. Were you chewing in the mic?
Well, we're gone. Lovely
we're
seeing
not.
you all.
No, we're
Oh,
not. No.
Very
I'm
good.
gone. I'll be seeing you.
We're going to sit right here until this
Very-
show is over, at least
If it
another
kills
minute.
us.
Very, very good.
What do you think of that? Oh, no, now she's going to get on my beet dish, which is, you know, needs to sit in the fridge all night long. Tastes pretty much
Very
like,
tasty.
yeah, I think so.
If you're into beef.
It's fairly lively. It's got all that sweet and sour
Now I'll
stuff.
taste mine.
Yeah, let's see what you think of your own food. Did you try this in advance?
Nope,
So you don't even know what this tastes like?
nope. I just was told it was very good.
Yep.
I think you did
Very good.
I think you
Okay.
did a great job. I really did. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of
Okay.
all of us.
I think we had a good
I think I'm going to come down here with these folks. So anyway, as always, thank you, Doris, for all your help, and we appreciate that. And
I'm just eating away. Bye.
I'm not really getting an awful lot of help from Doug
When
here.
I did the chocolate thing, I almost died at 2:30 in the morning.
All right. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.